Hi, I'm Jeremy Gibson.
And I'm Xander Hamilton, here with the Dawg Millionaires News Studio, bringing you today's news. Let's get started.
The Sterling family has had quite the week. Clippers owner Donald Sterling has received a lifetime ban from the NBA and a $2 million fine from the NBA. In a recent interview with CNN's Anderson Cooper, Donald Sterling apologized but struck even more controversy after he criticized LA Lakers legend Magic Johnson for having AIDS and not doing enough for the youth community in LA. Shelly Sterling, Donald's wife, has also been in recent news. She refuses to sell the team to anybody not in the Sterling name, and exclaims that if she is forced to sell it, she will fight in court to get it back. Here's Xander Hamilton with Narrative's report.
Germany is coming in strong to this year's 2014 World Cup. They have much experience in the returning players, such as the captain, Philipp Lahm. He has 7 years of experience under his belt.
Hello, I'm Xander Hamilton, and I'm going to be interviewing my friend Matt Dufourcq here today. Matt, how do you see Germany entering the World Cup this year in Brazil?
Well, even though they are in the group of death, they have a very good chance of making it through the group stages alongside Portugal. They have a good young team with players like Marco Reus and Mario Götze, but they will be held together by the strong leadership of Philipp Lahm and Bastian Schweinsteiger.
All right. Thank you very much. And that is all the time we have for today, so thank you.
Germany also has much experience in their new young players, such as Marco Reus. The Schalke star, Julian Draxler. Germany will also have many other stars like Thomas Müller, Toni Kroos, Mesut Ozil, and Mats Hummels to help support the other players.
And then Ireland is also very strong teams. They are strong teams, so of course we want to win this group.
Minute 1:0 für Deutschland.
The Greater Cincinnati Film Commission said Monday that Miles Ahead, starring Don Cheadle, Edwin McGregor, and Zoe Saldana, will be shot entirely in the Greater Cincinnati area in the coming months. The film is an exploration of life and music of Miles Davis. Cincinnati has a lot to offer us, and we are very excited to be here, Pamela Hirsch, producer of the film, said in a news release. It was a long and thoughtful process to decide where we could film this movie. We landed on Cincinnati because of the attention and total cooperation of the Film Commission. The state's film insensitive, the location, and the goodwill of the people. We look forward to exploring the culture, musicians, and backdrop of this city. We are hoping to work closely with the community to bring this project to screen, Cheadle said in the news release. Here's a narrative from Matt Newman.
The Cincinnati Reds are over a month into their 2014 season already at this point. As of May 20th, 2014, the Reds sit in third place behind the first place Brewers and the second place Cardinals. The record is a less than stellar 20-23, which is far less than the high expectations fans brought to this year. The manager change from longtime veteran coach Dusty Baker to Brian Price has affected the team negatively as players have tried to adjust. Several games have come down to the wire only to be blown open by a young and inexperienced Reds bullpen. J.J. Hoover is the prime example of Reds' failure this season. Several games have ended with Hoover's failure in the relief position. I interviewed a friend, Jake Young, to find out his opinions on the Reds season so far.
So what are your thoughts on the Reds season so far?
Well, the Reds this season, they've been a little iffy. So right now, 3 games below 500, but they look like they have a good team this year, and we'll see what happens.
What are your thoughts on J.J. Hoover?
Well, J.J. Hoover has been He had a strong year last year, 2.86 ERA, but this year he's been a little off, 9.31 ERA. He already has blown 3 saves, but this guy from he's from Calhoun Community College in Alabama, so I think he's got a pretty good future going for him, and I think he has the potential to become a very strong part of this bullpen.
I brought in another viewpoint for this topic as well. Longtime Reds fan Todd Newman.
What are your thoughts on the Reds season so far?
Well, the Reds have done fairly well. They've had great pitching, but they've had a lot of trouble with their offense and a lot of injuries to a lot of key players, which I think will be a problem for them if they don't get healthy soon.
As the season goes on, fans and players alike can only hope that things improve and the Reds play to the potential we all know they are capable of. Go Reds.
Dr. Dre is reportedly about to become a hip-hop billionaire by selling his headphone business to the world's largest consumer electronics company for $3.2 billion. Having Beats in its arsenal isn't just about improving the quality of its own iOS accessories. Its premium headphones, earphones, and Bluetooth speakers allows Apple to expand their consumer necessities, which Apple believes will lead to high sales. Here's Matt Dufourcq with the Entertainment Report.
Hi, I'm Matthieu Dufourcq from the Dawg Millionaires Entertainment Studio. We have a lot of juicy stories for you today. Known for his over-the-top hat, Pharrell Williams has made his way to the top of the music charts with his song, Happy. His hit has sold over more than 2 million copies in the United Kingdom and is a key song in the soundtrack of the movie Despicable Me 2. It has risen to first place in a very short time and is ahead of songs such as Jason Derulo's Talk Dirty, Iggy Azalea's Fancy, and John Legend's All of Me, now in television. After 6 amazing seasons filled with laughter and loads of fun, the hit TV show Parks and Recreation will be returning for its 7th and final season. Along its way, Parks and Rec has received many awards such as the GLAAD Comedy Award and 2 other comedy awards for Best Comedy Series and Best Comedy Actress in Amy Poehler. Leslie Knope, the star of the show, along with Tom Haverford, Ann Perkins, and Ron Swanson, will be deeply missed in TV, now in the movies. The new movie, Neighbors, has been an absolute hit in the box office. Soaring past Spider-Man 2, it became the highest-grossing movie of the year with $51 million. Seth Rogen plays a husband named Mac who has a difficult time handling the life of his neighbors, who are a fraternity. Zac Efron's character, Teddy, is the annoying neighbor for Mac and plays pranks on Mac throughout the movie. Check out this clip.
It's a fabulous neighborhood. In your neighborhood. Look, new neighbors.
Oh. Is that a fraternity?
I think they'll like us.
We're hip, we're cool.
Yeah. Wicca, what's up? Hey, homies.
Well, take it sleazy.
Yes. Are you ready for a show? Just stop doing this stupid stuff.
It looks like a funny and enjoyable movie. That's all we have time for here at the Dawg Millionaires Studio. Have a great day, everyone.
At least 8 people are being questioned after an overnight shooting Monday in East Price Hill. Police reported that 2 women were shot around 3 a.m. in the 900 block of Chateau Avenue. Emergency crews said their injuries are not considered life-threatening. We will pray for the families as we hope for the best in the situation. Now for a commercial break.
When the going gets tough and the tough get gone and you feel like you are all alone, when you're in trouble, can't see your way and you can't make it another day. Through the rain and through the fire, even in your toughest day, I'll be right here by your side. I'll be with you all the way, through the ups and through the downs.
All right, we're back after the commercial break. Here's a narrative report from Matt Dufourcq.
Jose, do you feel that you and your team have a good chance at winning the championship?
No, I don't. We depend too much on other results. When you depend a little, it's possible. When you depend a lot, I don't think it's possible. I know mathematically it's still possible, but one thing is mathematics, another thing is reality, and we depend now too much.
What do you think Liverpool's chances are of winning the league?
Well, I believe Liverpool actually has a pretty good chance, especially with some of their new younger talents, with Sterling as well as Sturridge, and especially led by the great captain Steve Gerrard coming into his back end of his career. So he's really shooting the team forward. So is I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but top goal scorer right now on the team, Luis Suarez. He's really doing some good stuff. So I think they've got a good chance. Definitely.
Who do you think will win the championship and why?
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna have to go though. It's definitely have to be between Man City and Liverpool. Man City is they've got so many good players, so much talent down there. And then, but Liverpool's got the momentum right now. So I'm thinking that'll carry them through for the next couple weeks, and they'll win the title.
Mr. Pellegrini, what does your team feel they need to do to win the championship?
I think that we win our games. We cannot do nothing about the other teams, but we can do a lot of things here. That's why I repeat, I am sure that the players know exactly what they have to do, and we will try to start tomorrow winning one of the two games postponed, so that both teams, Chelsea and Liverpool, must feel that we are just 3 points behind them or 4 points, but we win with one game also to play at the end of the season.
On March 8th, 2014, Malaysia Flight 370 went missing, carrying 239 passengers, including 4 Americans. The plane lost signal with the Vietnamese air control, and reports are the plane's engines ran for another 4 hours, and reports have indicated that the plane is in Eastern Europe, most likely in the Indian Ocean. Search continues for the flight, even after 2 months of searching. Government officials have told families of the victims that the passengers on the flight are not alive. Conspiracy theories to the missing flight have included aliens, Pitbull, and Jennifer Lopez Illuminati stories. Many people simply believe it's 5,000 feet buried in the Indian Ocean. Here's Joe Simrat with sports.
This past NFL draft, former Indian Hill graduate Ted Bolzer was drafted by the Washington Redskins for the 2nd pick of the 7th round. Bolzer played 4 years for Indiana University as a starter, all 4 years at tight end, and holds numerous receiving records. Bolzer is expected to be able to contribute to the Redskins, and if he makes the team, he will have a good chance of getting some playing time as a backup at the tight end position. Ted is the first Indian Hill graduate to be drafted into the NFL, and the Indian Hill community is proud to have a professional athlete. In the World Cup, the first matchups of the 2014 World Cup begin Thursday, June 12th. And there is serious interest in Group G. Included in Group G is the US, Germany, Portugal, and Ghana. Most experts agree that this group is by far the best and most challenging of groups. Americans are upset that they were placed in such a challenging group, and they have deemed it the group of death. The first game for the Americans will be against a very challenging German squad. Hopefully the Americans will pull off the win, and the U.S. will advance farther into the Cup. Involving the NBA, the playoffs began Saturday, April 19th, with the Nets versus the Raptors. So far, the West has proven a very challenging conference, as well as the East. Currently, the Final 4 teams are playing to advance to the NBA Finals. In the East, it is the Miami Heat against the Indiana Pacers. So far, the Heat lead the series 3-1. However, in the West, the series is much closer, with the Oklahoma City Thunder being tied 2-2 with the San Antonio Spurs. After getting off to a bad start with a loss, the Heat followed up with 3 straight wins to take a commanding lead. In the West, the Spurs and Thunder are in a close battle, and no one knows who will meet the Eastern Conference champs in the NBA Finals. Here's a clip of some highlights this far in the finals.
And we start you off in the first off the Heat turnover. David West ahead to Paul George playing wide receiver out there. Brings that one down and throws it down. 4 points in 14 minutes at the half. Indiana up 6-2. Later, LeBron James just tossing the pass out of bounds. The Heat struggled. They had 11 turnovers at the half. Later in the first,
That was Joe Semrad with the
The
sports.
Bengals had
Back
some
to you
top
studio.
picks in this year's 2014 draft. Our draft was highlighted with top picks such as star cornerback DeQuez Denard from Michigan State and LSU running back Jeremy Hill, and also a later round pickup of Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron, who led the team to 3 national championships. Alongside these picks, we also had some other good pickups that we can't wait to see them play in the upcoming NFL season. Here's Matt Newman with the weather.
Matt Newman coming to you here from the Dawg Millionaires weather studio at Indian Hill High School. Right now at Indian Hill High School from the Dawg Millionaires weather studios, we're looking at 86 degrees, so pretty warm out there. Precipitation at 8%, very low chance for the time being, but as we get into the weekend and following week, we're going to see that chance increase. Winds coming out of the southwest at 12 miles an hour, and that's giving us a real feel of 84 degrees. Tomorrow, it's going to be 77 degrees. Precipitation is going to jump up to 50%. Wind's going to be coming out of the southwest still at about 10 miles per hour. And that's going to make the real feel with all that wind and rain, 69 degrees. This is our regional radar right now on May 8th. This is our weather right here. So we pretty much have no rain going on, nothing in Ohio, nothing in West Virginia. And the only rain we're seeing is northwest of us near the Lake Michigan area and the Chicago area. So we should be dry for the rest of today, but as we get into tomorrow, we're gonna start feeling some rain. This is our national radar right here. So as you can see in the further out west, we've got this big line of rain coming in all the way from the northern United States to the southern United States into Mexico. So it's going to be making its way east, and we're going to be seeing some rain come along with that. Today, 86 degrees, mostly sunny, really perfect weather. Winds coming out of the southwest, 10 to 20 miles an hour, warm and breezy. It's a bit hot, hotter than we've been experiencing, so if you're going out, just dress appropriately because you wouldn't want to be sweating. This is our almanac for the month of May. Our latest today, 83 degrees, our low 61. That's higher than average. The normal for May is 72 degrees with lows of 51. And our record for May comes back in 1940, 89 degrees. And our record low from May back in 1947 at 30 degrees for the low. So thank you. Matt Newman coming to you from the Dawg Millionaires Weather Studio.
That's all from the Dawg Millionaire studio. Thanks for watching. Roll Tide.